Okay, first of all, if the reason why you think you can't come to WJF9 is because you don't have enough money, see my previous video which deals specifically with this problem, and then continue to watch this video because there may be multiple solutions that will enable you to totally demolish what you once thought was an insurmountable obstacle. Now I gotta pull over here to deal with this because there's a lot of questions and I'm running out of gas. No money for me and my partner to travel to the States. Don't bring the partner. Hotel expensive. Cost for flying. Hotel. Trying to fly and see my friend in California. And cost for workshops and need to get a new set of clubs because old set is falling apart and already paying for flying trapeze classes. Lots of concerns here. Some seem similar, but not to feel too overwhelmed. I'm going to address these step by step. Hotel not expensive. As low as $40 a night, relatively inexpensive. Cost for flying, great deals on flights can be found online. Funds can be acquired if you're motivated enough. Hotel. Yeah. Hotel. Trying to fly and see my friend in California. Get your friend to come to WJF9 and then you can see him there. Cost of workshops. All workshops are included in the price of the convention package except for the Thomas Dietz workshop, so just don't take the Thomas Dietz workshop. Need to get a new set of clubs. You're in luck. We'll have clubs for sale at WJF9, saving you money on shipping. Already paying for trapeze classes. Stop doing that. I can't afford the cost of flying to the West and staying in the hotel, let alone the convention on top of it. I can do a 5 Club 5 Up 360 though. Okay, step by step, here we go again. Can't afford the cost of flying west. Well, if you fly east long enough, you'll get to the same place. Staying in the hotel. Well, find somebody else with the same financial restrictions that you have, share the room with them, and then you cut your expenses for the hotel in half. If you want to make it really interesting, book the room yourself and request just one bed. Let alone convention on top of it. Well, we can't put on a killer convention without paying for it, so unfortunately we have to charge people to attend so that we can afford to pay for the convention. So this is inescapable. However, if you follow my simple step-by-step financial support techniques, should be no problem for you to raise the funds, and the easiest should be the convention package to raise the money for that one. It shouldn't be a problem. I can do a 5 Club 5 Up 360 though. Great, now you've got that learned. Now spend the time that you spent practicing that on putting together your pitch for financial support. No moolah for WJF. Redistribute your priorities to move your moolah fund from other costly endeavors into your WJF9 moolah fund. Now I'm going to bunch these two together because the answer is the same for both. My parents won't let me, frowny face. I want to go so badly, and I'm only 14 and my parents don't want to take me. Well, you have to give them compelling reasons for why they should want you to go. Your reasons shouldn't just be because you really, really want to. You really have to think about this and come up with how it will affect your life, your work ethic, your discipline, and how developing those character traits improve your abilities in all aspects of life. Follow the steps in my previous video on obtaining financial support and put together a pitch that will bring your parents to tears. Cannot go anywhere on a Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday. Go to WJF9 on Wednesday. Don't leave till Monday. I have lost my competitive edge at juggling. You don't have to be competitive or compete to come to WJF9. You don't even have to want to improve your juggling. You just have to like juggling a little bit. You really just have to want to come to WJF9 to come. Cost of transportation. I think I can handle the hotel and food prices. Well, great, you're more than halfway there. Just a small fundraising campaign, and we'll see you at WJF9. I'll be there. Problem solved. I'm getting better at this. I'm going to be on a cruise ship in the middle of the Caribbean. I'll fill in for you and I'll cut you back in at 10%. I'm in the Army. Okay, you win. Jason! My juggling partner and I reunited a few months ago after a few years of hiatus. I'm at a point in my life where juggling is like the #1 thing that brings me happiness, and I really want to go to WJF9. I've even been to Las Vegas once before, and I absolutely loved it. Technically, I have the money for transportation and the room, but it would take a big chunk out of my savings, and I'm not sure if my partner and I are really in the best financial position to make that sort of trip. Well, I think you are, because if you weren't, then you'd be sure that you're not. The fact that you're considering it means that it's worth it to you, and you can't put a price on happiness. I'm Casey Kasem. American Top 40. I'm calibrating the SPEC camera in my lab so that I can run experiments right after Christmas. Calibration starts on Friday and goes on over the weekend. Have to babysit that camera all the way through. Bring the camera with you. I'd say that 90% of the people that want to go and can't is because they don't have the money for transportation. Thanks for catching that one for me. Well, you know, I live in Norway. Well, cool. Hop on a plane with Laugen Benjaminson and he'll show you how you can get to WJF 9. He's done it twice before. Well, to WJF 6 and 7. He hasn't come to WJF 9 twice. That's not possible yet. The technology that we have today that we're aware of. But how would I know? Maybe he's been there. I haven't been there yet. If he's been there twice, I wouldn't know about it. I might find out in December. I can't because I'm 16, I have to study, I haven't money, and I'm French. Well, first of all, don't think that you can't come just because you're French. French people are allowed too. Also, there is no age minimum, so young French people can come. That's almost worse than thinking that you can't come just because you're not a good enough juggler. You can be a bad juggler, and you can be French, and you can come. I mean, I also want people who are not French to come. I mean, we want everybody in the world who is either French or not French, or both, to come. I want to see bad French jugglers because they're the ones who can get the most out of a WJF event. They're the ones that can learn and increase their abilities and maximize their potential. You can study for your exams earlier or later. You can work this out with your teachers. Let them know that there's a life-changing event that you need to go to. It's going to have repercussions in your lifetime and the rest of the world. It's going to enable you to be a better person and affect millions of people. You need to go to this event for the better of humanity. I can't come because I'm not a world-class juggler. Solve that. You know, I mean, I'm looking at all the rules, and nothing says how good you have to be to go to the convention. I mean, we list all of the things. We have beginner workshops. That alone should tell you that you don't have to be a world-class juggler. Who's taking these workshops? Are there just world-class jugglers teaching nobody? Someone's got to be taking them. Why wouldn't it be you? I cost too much money to fly down there from Canada. I have a lot of university work, and I would be far too intimidated by your muscles if I were to show up. Well, I promise to wear long sleeve shirts whenever you're nearby. Look, I even wore these for this video because I knew you'd be watching, hoping that I could solve your problem. Check it out, problem solved. I have shows booked. Well, then, congratulations. You don't need to come to WJF 9. You're a working juggler now. You're probably making the money back that you spent on coming to WJF 2 and 3. And this is a good lesson for all of you out there, especially the parents. These are the skills that you can develop at WJF 9 so that you can later become a working professional juggler and make the money back that you invested in this career. Too much money. Wow, really? Too much money is your problem? You have too much money? DUI classes. Well, don't drive to WJF 9, even if you are taking classes on how to drive while intoxicated.